Hi, my name is Walter. I live in Birmingham, Alabama, in the United States. This is my experience with the free 8-hour test of the 9010 MedBed. I said 9010 MedBed to start it, and I laid there about 10 minutes and I did not feel anything. Next, I went into a deep meditation, got into the present moment, became aware of my body and became aware of the space around me. It was then that I did feel some energy around my body, and I would describe it as feeling like I was inside of an energetic cocoon. Next, I said 9010 med bed, scan me. I immediately felt some tingling in my head, my lower back, my left hip, my left leg, and my left foot. These were areas that had been giving me some discomfort for quite a number of days prior to the 9010 med bed. And I was happy to say that the next day I did not feel any discomfort or pain in these areas. After asking the 9010 med bed to scan me, I went to sleep so that it could work on those areas. And while I was asleep, it felt very light. And I'm not even sure I was asleep. I know I dozed off, but it felt very light and it felt like I was might have been floating above the bed a little bit. It felt like I was connected to the universe, just expansive space all around me. And I felt very safe while this was going on. When I woke up from that, I felt like about 5 minutes might have passed, and I looked at the clock, and an hour had gone by, and it was very peaceful. I asked the med bed to balance the right and left sides of my brain, and I also asked the med bed to open up the communications between my left and right side of the brain and have those function as well as they can. Let's see. After that, I said some positive affirmations centered around my negative core beliefs. I've done quite a bit of work in various healing modalities, so I have quite a list of negative core beliefs that trouble me. And while I was saying my positive affirmations about specific negative core beliefs, sometimes I wouldn't feel anything, so I kept rewording the positive affirmation, and it seemed like when I got the wording correct, I just kind of dozed off for a few minutes, and then I came to, and then I went down to the next negative core belief, and I just kind of noticed that as I went through each one and I reworded the positive affirmations, when I hit it right, I just went limp. After that, I've done some remote healing work in the past and on others, and had it done on myself. So I remotely went to my sister that's mentally challenged, and she lives in a nursing home. And I sent Reiki energy to her, and I believe the energy that I was experiencing in 9010 med bed, I wanted to send that to her as well. I don't know if it had any effects on her or not, because she is nonverbal, but she did seem, I'd say, to be a little more peaceful afterwards. So I did that quite a while. And then also I asked 9010 MedBed to scan my grandmother. She passed away in 1983. She sits on the side of my bed near the foot of the bed. And so I knew that her body would have been inside the bed and her legs hanging out. But I just intuitively felt that uh, the 19 med bed did scan her. And then so I said some positive affirmations for her. And when I said those, I just kind of, my body just kind of went limp and I kind of dozed off again. So that was pretty cool. And then the next day I was just kind of milling around and it seemed that, her energy vibration had shifted and that she did seem more peaceful. That is her soul. So that was a fun experiment, I might say. I'd like to say that the following day I went out of the house, went out into the carport and looked around, and everything just looked different. It just seemed like everything had changed. And then I went to the gym and did my workout. And while I was there and I was around people, it seemed like everybody was different. The atmosphere was different. But I know these people were not any different. The difference was me. I was different. And that made everything else look different. So I believe that the 9010 MedBed may have an application with veterans with PTSD. So anyway, I hope this helps. Thank you.